This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2003 Ford F250 crew cab short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel, it's 4-wheel drive, and it's a lariat, which means leather. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company. It's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. We have a little 3-minute animated videos on salvage theft vehicles that tells you why. But basically it's the lawyers for the insurance companies want a divorce from the vehicle. They've lost a fortune on the vehicle. They don't want to sell it to us, have us sell it to you. You run a red light. They find out, the lawyers find out that it was on a clean title. That implies that it's a good car. That means that Allstate or Geico is responsible for you running a stop sign and killing yourself. So this is how they divorce themselves from these vehicles. It's paperwork and lawyers. Anyway, we've done some pretty cool things to this thing. I'm going to show you basically what's going on here. Brand new 6.5-inch Pro Comp lift. This is all stuff we installed, brand new. 6.5-inch Pro Comp lift, new 20-inch BFG tires, a brand new Bulletproof EGR cooler, including gaskets. It's got a new fuel pressure ICP. It also has a front stabilizer strut that's brand new. New windshield, new battery. I don't know if that's one or two. We'll look when we get under the hood. It's got a new driver door handle and lock cylinder, which obviously when they stole, that's what was broken. It got new rear brake pads, fuel regulator kit with seals. It also got, they stole the rear seat, so we had to replace it with a used rear seat. And there were some repairs done to the seats also, which I will find for you and show you. It's cosmetically, it's got dings and nicks and whatever, but mechanically this thing's nice. It's a really nice truck. It's not so nice you can't go out and beat on it in the desert or in the woods or whatever, but it's pretty cool looking with the size, with the, see, those are the aftermarket leaf springs. There's your shocks, there's your lift. Here are your brand new tires. They are BFG all-terrains. And they are, what are they size-wise? They are two LT 285 65/20s. You got a pretty beefy bumper here. Little dam. I'm just going to go real quickly over this stuff. Paint-wise, it's got peeling clear coat. I mean, you could send this thing to Mako and make it look, you know, for $1,000. They could just spray it, take a few of the dings or nicks out, and spray it for $1,000, and it would look a lot better. Or you could leave it the way it is, and it'd be a hell of a thing to take out in the desert and hunting or whatever you want to do. It's got this stuff. I'm just I'm not going to concentrate on that stuff because it really doesn't matter at this stage, but it is kind of my job to at least let you see it as close as I can. There's the rear lift. That's a big truck, Jesus Christ. On 20s, usually we do 17s or 18s on these, but this one we had 20s sitting around. The wheels aren't new, but we had the wheels, so it saved us a little bit of money. So we just put 20s on it instead of 17s. There's a light package, tow package. Whew. That's a big boy right there. It also went to alignment. We took it to Pep Boys after we did all this stuff to make sure it's all aligned. Alright, I'm going to fire this thing up, let you listen to it under the hood. See if we got 1 or 2 batteries in there. Let's see. Miles, 132,133. But we've already dealt with the big issue on all these 6.0s, which is the EGR cooler. It's got a bulletproof EGR cooler. 9 times out of 10, that's all it needs. Go forever. New battery on this side. New battery on this side. Aftermarket airbox is a brand new airbox too. Alright, so you got both batteries are new, not just one. Alright. Let's see. Here's your driver rear window. Man, I'm way down low on this truck. I mean, this seat was not there. They stole the rear seat, which is not uncommon. They also stole the center console, which we did not replace. Seems like every time we replace one, the person who buys it doesn't want it because they want their dog to be able to walk through or people to walk through. They don't care. They sell it back to us. So you can buy one at Pep Boys for like 50 bucks, or you can get a factory one for maybe, used on eBay for maybe, I don't know, $75 if you want one. But a lot of people really like not having it there at all. So we stopped replacing them. Alright. Let's see. Heated seat, on and off. Forward, back, full seat down, full seat up. Rear seat cushion up and down, and front seat cushion up and down. That works fine. Looks like we did a little bit of a seat repair right on the front edge of this. It's kind of hard to see. You did a pretty good job. Right along the seam. You do have a manual. I need to grow a little bit to drive this thing. Good boy. Alright, there's your driver window. From the driver switch, there's your passenger front window, passenger rear window, driver rear window. Let's see. Mirrors down, up, out, in. Alright, other side, out, in, up, down. That works fine. Door locks. There you go there. Heated seat on and off. Let's see. Seat back. Seat forward. Full seat down. Full seat up. Front seat cushion up. Front seat cushion down. Rear seat cushion up, rear seat cushion down. And you can see on the driver's seat that some repairs have been done. It probably had a big tear here. This is like a glue type of thing that a mobile repair guy comes in and does on the outside. If you wanted to do it right, you would take out this whole insert here and put it in. That's about $100 if you wanted to do it in the future. We tried to make this thing more of a mechanical whiz than a cosmetic whiz. Let's see, let's turn the spare on in here. Turn that air down so you can hear me. This thing doesn't work. They never work. If you go on eBay, they sell these little LCD, whatever they call them, little deals, for $29. We used to buy them. We'd go through like a bag a month, like 20 a month. And the same one would go out, and we'd get a call from our customer that it went out, so we just stopped. That's obviously just not a good thing. Ford made a mistake with that. Cassette player, CD player, obviously the radio is fine. Got adjustable pedals. Let's make sure those work. That's down. That's up. That works fine. All right, let me get a seatbelt on. Pull forward so I don't back into any poor victim behind me, because anything behind you that you back into is going under you. Alright, we're in neutral, 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. Put it in drive. Yeah, that's 4 low for sure. That would be granny gear. We're in reverse. That's 4 low. Alright. Neutral. high. Now we're in 4 high. Put it in drive. And put it in reverse. Bang. Well, that's a nice rig. Mechanically, this thing feels extremely tight. And 2-wheel drive. All right, let's go for a ride. All right, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you must obviously have insurance and you need plates. You cannot get either on the salvage title. So before you come, we would have to take it to motor vehicles to get a level 3 inspection done. That's the police with guns, not clerks. They do an inspection of the vehicle for safety and more importantly on these vehicles to clear the history on them. Make sure. I've never seen one not already cleared, but it's good to know that it's double checked and that you have documentation of that. Because obviously the insurance companies own it, so they cleared it. But anyhow, it needs to do that. And then once we have the inspection done, we can get what's called a restored salvage title. Then you can get plates and insurance. Until then, you can't. So obviously you can't drive anywhere without it. So we charge $200 to do that. $50 goes to the state, $150 goes to us to cover our time. We're required to stay with it all day if need be. Sometimes we're in and out of there in 15 minutes, and sometimes we're in and out of there in 10 hours. This thing runs good. Boy, for a huge lift, very tight. Now, obviously it should be. It's got a new steering stabilizer. It's got, you know, just got a line. It's got brand new tires. It should be. But we didn't do a steering box on it, and it still feels really, really tight. Pretty good turning radius, too, for a big truck. Anyway, so that's $200. That's required if you're going to drive it home. I'm going to shut up for a second here. All right, we're in a 25 zone, so I'm going to try not to get killed or get a ticket. Anyway, big truck got going pretty good there. What else? So it's $200 to restore the title, it's $250 dock fee, and it's taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is, say, 3%, and you want to come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay a total of 5% tax. That's your 3% plus our 2%, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. Okay? If you pay by wire and ship, there is no dock fee, and there are no taxes. However, if you want us to restore the title, which I strongly suggest you do, add $200 and we'll do it. If you don't, that's fine. Just make sure you can do it with a salvage title from Arizona, a bill of sale, and the truck itself, because that's all the paperwork we can provide. All right? Lastly, this truck is a 2004. It's way out of warranty by miles and year. Basically, the engineers who built this didn't know what was going to happen after X amount of miles or X amount of years. So, a little wear on this, could use a steering wheel cover. So, that's why they end the warranty there. Well, if they don't know what's going to happen after a certain number of miles or years, how the heck do we? We don't. We're not Nostradamus. So, there is risk involved in buying a used car or a blender or a chair. If you don't like risk and you're not willing to put some of the money that you saved buying this truck at the price you're buying it into it for repairs sooner or later, don't buy it. However, we have done the EGR cooler, that's the soft spot on a 6.0, and we've done tires and a lift and an alignment and ICP. A lot of the all the issues really have been addressed. That doesn't mean that the engine won't blow up in an hour. Who knows? You know, every car dies eventually, ends up in the wrecking yard. So you never know. Anyway, that is my speech on the subject. We really want our people to be informed and know what they're buying. You'll have 75 pictures. We'll also be able to provide you with the invoices for all the new parts that went on, the lift and the EGR and the tires. And that's about it. Thank you very much for your time.